My dear students, today, I want to share with you something that is not just important for teachers, but also for learners like you to understand. Because one day, many of you may stand in front of a classroom, or even if you don't, you will still benefit from knowing what makes a teacher truly effective. You see, teaching is not just about standing in front of a blackboard and delivering information. It is about shaping lives, about creating an environment where curiosity grows, where discipline and joy go hand in hand, and where knowledge becomes more than words in a book. The most successful teachers in the world do not rely on luck or talent alone. They develop certain habits that define their effectiveness and allow them to inspire, lead, and truly make a difference. So let me guide you through the 10 most powerful habits of highly effective teachers, and I want you to imagine as if I am walking with you into a classroom, showing you what these habits look like in real life. The first habit is preparation, because no teacher can be effective if they enter a classroom unprepared. Imagine a teacher walking into class without a plan. Students notice it immediately, and the lesson becomes chaotic. But when a teacher prepares their lessons carefully, with clear objectives, examples, and engaging activities, students feel guided, they know what to expect, and learning flows smoothly. Preparation is not just about having notes. It is about anticipating questions, planning how to explain difficult ideas, and thinking of ways to connect knowledge to real life. The second habit is communication, because a teacher must be able to speak clearly, explain ideas simply, and also listen attentively to students. Have you ever noticed that sometimes when a teacher explains something in a complicated way, students feel lost? But when the same concept is explained with simple language, stories, and relatable examples, suddenly it feels easy. That is the power of communication. A highly effective teacher does not just talk, they also listen. They pay attention to the tone, expressions, and doubts of their students, making sure everyone feels included. The third habit is consistency in discipline and classroom management. Students thrive when they know the rules are fair and consistently applied. A teacher who one day ignores misbehavior and the next day punishes harshly creates confusion, but a teacher who is firm yet fair, who sets boundaries with kindness and clarity, creates an environment of respect. This habit allows learning to take place without constant interruptions. The fourth habit is passion. You know when someone really loves what they are doing, it shows. A passionate teacher walks into the classroom with energy. Their eyes light up when they talk about their subject, and that excitement is contagious. Even students who never liked math may start to feel curious if their teacher shows genuine passion for it. Passion motivates both the teacher and the students, making the classroom feel alive. The fifth habit is adaptability. Every classroom is different. Every group of students learns in a unique way, and what works in one class may not work in another. Highly effective teachers do not get stuck in one method, they adapt. If students do not understand through lecture, the teacher may use visuals, discussions, or activities. If technology helps, they use it. If storytelling works, they try it. Flexibility is what allows teachers to reach every student. The sixth habit is empathy. An effective teacher looks beyond grades and sees the human being sitting in front of them. Students are not machines. They have emotions, struggles, and different backgrounds. A teacher who understands this and shows kindness, patience, and support earns trust. When a student feels understood, they learn better. Empathy does not mean lowering standards. It means guiding students with care, offering encouragement when they struggle, and celebrating their progress. The seventh habit is continuous learning. A teacher who stops learning becomes outdated. Knowledge is always growing. Teaching methods evolve, and technology changes education every day. Highly effective teachers read books, attend workshops, explore new strategies, and reflect on their teaching. By doing so, they not only improve themselves, but also model the value of lifelong learning to their students. The eighth habit is creativity. Have you ever had a class where time seemed to fly because the activities were fun, the explanations were unique, and the learning felt like a game? That is creativity in action. An effective teacher thinks outside the box, brings humor, uses experiments, projects, role plays, or even a simple drawing to make concepts stick. Creativity turns a boring subject into an exciting journey. The ninth habit is giving constructive feedback. Students want to know how they are doing, but feedback must be more than just a grade or a red mark. A highly effective teacher gives feedback that guides improvement, points out strengths, and offers specific advice on how to do better. Instead of saying this is wrong, they say, this is a good start, but if you try this method, it will be even stronger. This motivates students to keep growing. The 10th habit is building relationships. At the heart of teaching is the bond between teacher and student. When a teacher invests time in knowing their students, understanding their interests, calling them by name, encouraging them individually, students feel valued. And when students feel valued, they respect their teacher and engage more deeply with learning. Relationships are the invisible glue that holds the learning process together. Now, my dear students, think about these 10 habits together. They are not tricks or shortcuts, they are ways of living as a teacher. Preparation ensures direction. Communication builds clarity. Discipline creates respect. Passion fuels motivation. Adaptability ensures inclusivity. Empathy builds trust. Continuous learning keeps growth alive. Creativity sparks curiosity. Feedback shapes improvement, and relationships connect hearts. A highly effective teacher is not someone born with special powers, but someone who practices these habits daily with patience and dedication. Imagine a classroom where the teacher is always prepared, explains clearly, manages fairly, teaches passionately, adapts flexibly, cares empathetically, learns continuously, teaches creatively, guides with feedback, and connects with relationships. That classroom would not only produce students who know facts, but students who are inspired to think, question, dream, and act. And isn't that the real purpose of education? That is why these habits matter. They transform teaching from a job into a mission, from routine into inspiration, from information into transformation. So, as you listen to me today, remember these 10 habits are not only lessons for teachers, but for anyone who wants to influence others positively. You too, in your own way, can apply them in life. Prepare for your goals, communicate clearly, be disciplined, stay passionate, adapt when challenges come, be empathetic to others, keep learning, use creativity, accept feedback, and build strong relationships. In doing so, you will not only understand what makes a teacher effective, but you will also become an effective human being.